Climate change is about to upend the corporate world like never before. Massive devastation.
It was a firestorm.
Heavy regulation.
The world's worst emitting companies, even the worst medium emitting companies, are on borrowed time.
And lots more litigation.
The global consumer goods industry is changing rapidly, while the focus is mainly on emerging markets such as China, Brazil, Russia, or Africa. Mature markets like Western Europe receive much less attention. However, there are significant changes ahead in Western Europe, and they will come fast. The customer landscape and shopper behavior will undergo a massive transformation. Consumers will increasingly mix and match shopping locations to best fit their needs, which will make manufacturing to be more easy. This has a major impact on the resulting pollution activity. By years, air pollution still does not decrease. Forest fires still happen every year. Land acquisition is expanding. Does the FMCG industry play a big role in this problem?
Whose responsibility is it?
Please take a seat.
Okay, thank you.
And who are you?
So I'm Jati Prambada. I'm concerned about the sustainability development goals. So who are you?
I'm Bismayantradi. I'm the representative of the business ethics.
Then who are you?
I'm Pontasur Dongvilai. I'm concerned about behavior ethics.
Well, I'm considering the FMCG industry is the large industry who can help economic growth in the country. On the other hand, the presence of this industry can cause diverse problems such as gas emission and water pollution. To reduce this issue, we have taken some steps. As in 2015, our factories have reduced carbon dioxide from energy by 39% per ton of production compared to 2008. In addition, we have reduced global pushback use in all of laundry powders by up to 90%. This has reduced GHG emission by up to 50% per consumer use.
At each stage of consumer goods supply chain, greenhouse gas emissions include carbon emissions are generated and contribute to climate change. FMCG's greenhouse gas footprint come from the raw materials for ingredients and packaging. Moreover, it comes from customer consumption, transportation, and company operations. So, consumer and FMCG companies are under pressure to take action to reduce carbon footprint through more sustainable business practice and purchasing decisions. Many FMCG companies announced that they will become carbon positive in their operation by 2030. They will source 100% of energy used within their operation from renewable sources by 2030. Add delivery truck power with a mix of alternative fuels, including electricity, natural gas, diesel, electric, and biodiesel, and generate more renewable energy than they consume.
To reduce the gas emission, industry FMCG committed to full chain approach and decoupling greenhouse impacts from our growth and learn about areas where we can influence and need wider action for consumer to save renewable energy. It is because the increasing GHG emission is driven by personal care business, especially in hair and shower products.
Okay, so I will explain about the example of sustainability about the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect has relatable to sustainability number 7 that are affordable and clean energy. The example like PepsiCo owns one of the largest fleets of all electric delivery trucks with 280 vehicles, and also the Arcor Group bought a boiler for its sugar mill in the province of Tucumán, Argentina, that use an alternative available fuel, sugarcane bagasse, to improve energy efficiency and minimize its environmental impact. And also the greenhouse effect related to sustainability number 12 that are responsible consumption and production. In 2010, the Consumer Goods Forum agreed a resolution on refrigeration, with the aim of starting to phase out HFC refrigerants in member companies as of 2015, replacing them with non-HFC refrigerants and the more natural refrigerants alternative. And also some companies such as Coca-Cola, SBC, AG, Nestle and Unilever are carbon pricing champions and have aligned with the business leadership criteria on carbon pricing. The PepsiCo has also partnered with one of its regional coconut suppliers in Brazil. So the greenhouse effect also relate to the sustainability number 13 that are climate action. Here some example like Ajinomoto Animal Nutrition Group Incorporation, a leading amino acids manufacturer, is promoting the benefit of phytose amino acids through the development of new environmental friendly products and collaboration with international and local organizations.
On the other hand, industry FMCG makes a significant reduction in water use in factories. However, the biggest impact comes from the water consumers use when they bathe, shower, and clean our products. Therefore, in 2015, the water associated with consumer use of our product decreased by only about 1% compared to 2010.
Water is essential for FMCG's manufacturing and consumers to enjoy the products. Growing water scarcity is a huge risk to FMCG industry future growth. Due to this, which is compounded by increasing pockets of climate change related water scarcity, water is one of the most material issues for manufacturing and consumption. Companies which are using water in manufacturing have improved to use water efficiently. For example, Coca-Cola company were using 2.7 liters of water to make 1 liter of product. Now they are using 1.7 liters of water or less than to make 1 liter.
And on the other hand, the company which are water used by their consumer have made some progress in designing and rolling the product which require less water. For example, Unilever products such as easy rinse products and water used in skin cleaning and hair washing and so on.
For reducing the water pollution, we've learned about consumer needs in water scarce situation. Therefore, we have our internal strategy to commit to the water pillar of our plan, so it aligns with the ambition of the Sustainable Development Goals.
And for the water, clean water is relatable to the sustainability number 6, the clean water and sanitation. The Unilever has developed a new soap that offers better germ-fighting efficacy. Nestle has introduced water stewardship master plan in key markets with clear responsibility, targets, and also the deadline. And the Coca-Cola company has set an ambitious target to safely return to communities and nature an amount of water equal to what the company uses in its finished beverage and their production by 2020. Clean water is related to the sustainability number 14 that are life below water. Some example like Unilever already making 100% of their plastic packaging recyclable, reusable, and compostable by 2025, and they increasing the use of recycled plastic content in their packaging to at least 25% by 2025, and also they reducing the weight of their packaging by 1/3 by 2020.
So humans in their life need a healthy and conducive environment. A healthy and pollution-free environment is the dream of every human being. Therefore, humans utilizing these natural resources must pay attention to their purpose and the effects that are generated as a result of their use. In order to anticipate the environmental impact so that it is not too severe, it is necessary to have regulation governing it. To anticipate it, Indonesia already has many legal propositions regulating environment protection. There are several laws, number 18 of 2008, number 19 2009, and the number 32 of 2009 concerning about the environment problem, as well as protection and management of the environment based on Article 1, number 2 and 3 of Law number 22 of 2009 concerning about systematic and integrated effort to conserve environmental function and prevent environmental pollution and damage, which includes planning, utilization, control, maintenance, supervision, and law enforcement. Therefore, environmental protection and management effort are an obligation for the state, government, and all stakeholders in the implementation of sustainable development. Environmental protection and management will not run optimally without adequate legal instruments. There are two efforts to enforce the law, namely preventive and repressive measures. For this repressive measure, there are several types of instruments that can be applied, and their application depends on their needs. The type referred to include number 1, administration, and then civil action, and the third is criminal action. Environmental administration law enforcement has several strategic benefits when compared to civil and criminal law enforcement. And strategic benefits, namely, there are 3. Administrative law has benefit to enforcement in the environmental sector that can be optimized and preventive tool. Number 2 is administrative can be more efficient from a financial point of view than civil and criminal law enforcement. And last, administrative law can be more ability to invite public participation.
Furthermore, an act is declared as a criminal act if it is committed contrary to administrative requirement. Based on the provision in the law on environmental management, it can be said that the environmental law enforcement system in Indonesia consists of a compliance stage and an enforcement stage that includes administrative law aspect. So, the settlement of environmental case tends to provide an opportunity to question aspect of the 4 branches of law. Environmental law enforcement at the compliance monitoring stage play a very big role in local government, which have officials from various sectors. For the role of regional officials to be effective, of course, the capacity of staff in the region is needed through training, development of adequate data networks, and the establishment of an environmental fund.
Okay, can you apply some solution for the issue starting with Mr. Rifki, please?
Okay, from me, the recommendation that all level of society do not make any wrong of natural resource because it will cause even more terrible to the environment and can invite various natural disasters such as landslides, flash floods, and others. And then for the law enforcement official must be proactive in following up on the form of violation that occur today in order to maintain a sustainable and eternal life.
Okay, for the second solution from Mr. Jati.
Okay, from my opinion, the Sustainable Developmental Goals, or we call SDGs, are the fundamental aspect of the company. So SDGs are important to eradicating poverty while protecting the environment. The company must have an SDGs program about environmental impact. They must think about how to use natural resources effective and efficiently, so they will not harm our future environment. So I think the SDGs is very important about the sustainable.
For the third solution from Nook.
Okay, I think the company should measure how much their business increase the environment impact. and find the cause of each problem to know the precise point for solving this problem according the law, ethics, and sustainable development goal to reduce the environment impact.
And the last solution from this month.
I think for the ethics one, that the company should maintain existing value and make ethics a shared value in them by aligning the values embedded in the industry, and also they can maintain this ethical value, so there is no bigger environmental impacts. So for the conclusion, for me, that in the FMCG industry, it is necessary to pay attention to several aspects, such as business ethics, law, and sustainability. These three things are really important in business because they can grow by paying attention to the environment. Likewise, both ethical, law, and sustainable business are interrelated to create good business. The existence of the law is very necessary to protect unethical action, as well as the existence of SDG can be a target in the business of achieving sustainability in the FMCG industry.
According our presentation previously, so I can conclude that this industry is increasing the environmental problem largely such as pollution, water scarcity, and waste by the unethical behavior. So, applying the law to prevent those behavior force entrepreneurs to behave ethically and also realize to the impact from their performance. To be sustainable industry, FMCG companies have to concern about the environment impact because it causes matter to their business and consumer in the future.
From me, the conclusion is to realize the objectives of environmental management through pollution prevention and control. It is necessary to have a strategy for an appropriate legal approach in solving environmental cases by optimally utilizing the existence of Law Number 32 of 2009 concerning environment. To support the implementation of this regulation, government officials who understand correctly the implementation and enforcement of environmental law as functional law must be involved. It's up.
So the conclusion from my opinion is the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs are the fundamental cornerstone to secure future economics and business growth by eradicating poverty in an inclusive way while protecting the environmental issue. It is not possible to have a strong functioning business in a world of increasing clean water, clean energy, and climate change. Business has the unique opportunity to embrace the SDG agenda and recognize it as a driver of business strategy, innovation, and investment decision. Doing so makes business sense and will give them an edge over their competitors. This is a time like no other in history, when business needs to show the courage to adopt strategies that create long-term value for their companies and for the societies they serve. This is the time to create a brighter future for all. Let's make a move.